would you approach that? Like once you identified, okay, this is really what you're passionate about, this is my area of work. Maybe there are even fears about how can I make a living by doing what I love, especially if it's maybe in the area of arts or areas of or healing arts where a lot of there's prejudice that there is it's more challenging to make money. But how would you approach that? Someone who has identified their future self, who has identified their work that they love, but maybe there is a delta of where they currently are. How would you help them to bridge that gap?
So there's kind of a mindset. So there's the practical way, the 1, 2, 3 step that I can talk about, but there's also kind of a mindset because brands exist to help people create differentiation. So for example, if you feel compelled to get into the healing arts and you want to be a yoga instructor, something like that, well, there is a sea of other yoga instructors out there. So in order for you to create a perceived difference in others, you need to start to tell a story that's unique about you. So that's one thing. You just got to understand that in order for you to get paid more for the same kind of service, you've got to create that. And that was something that was developed way back in the 50s when the big manufacturers that were, selling soap needed to create a perceived difference between one soap and the next. So there's that part. But there is a kind of a practical 1, 2, 3 approach to this kind of work that I've been doing for the past 25 years, which is the internal work. And that's where future self and the work that you do, Peter, is so vital, is getting clear about soul purpose, right? That's the internal work. Then there's the external, which is how do we affect change in others? How do we help others? How do we serve others? So that's them, the people who are really important to you, the people who matter to you, the people who really need you. All right? So there's you, there's them, and now we've got to create the bridge, and that's storytelling. How do we create the bridge that we become an answer to their problems? We become the solution to their problems. If we can connect to people on that level, we can create business.